me later.
Go in 3 days, so I'm pretty sure they gonna play this shit.
Well,
a million times.
You know how that is. You get some kind of country pride. Trust me, that shit by Psych, whatever that crazy song he had, they must have been playing that shit in Korea like day and night. Gundam style.
Yeah. It's crazy. I actually had that on my iPod, so.
Oh, you know what? I haven't heard Gundam style since it died, and I never want to hear that shit again. You know,
they was playing that in clubs.
Oh, well, see, thank God I never ended up in that club. It's just like that do the Macarena. Certain shit you just don't. They were fine for that moment, and there's no need to ever hear them again.
Yeah, whoever made the Macarena had to be like a one-hit wonder, though.
Yeah, those dudes were like 710 years old, both of them.
Yeah, I don't even. You might hear that like at a older wedding during when they playing like an electric slide or so. That DJ might touch on the Macarena.
Actually, to tell you the truth, that song makes me the saddest. That's the saddest song in my life.
Which one?
The Electric Slide.
Oh, the Electric Slide.
And I'm going to tell you why the Electric Slide is so sad. The Electric Slide is for that motherfucker who can't get a partner. They awkward. And they sitting there all fucking day, probably eating like 2 meals, all greasy lip. And then as soon as Electric Slide comes up, everybody to the dance floor. It's like you could be Corky, you could be fucking Trump. Get to the dance floor, and I'm gonna teach you how to do the electric. I always fucking hated it. And you know what? I do not get myself involved with the Electric Slide. I'm not doing it. That to me is for the sad people.
It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Yeah. Get your sad ass off the. You ain't danced all night, and here's your chance. You don't really need a partner.
Mr. C something slide. What's it called? God damn it! It just escaped my head.
Man, I hate group dances. I hate those fucking group dances. It's just something wrong about it. It's like it was meant for the sad person.
Well, it does. If everyone, because I've been at parties where everyone was sitting down, like dances. Everyone was sitting down. Then they put on an electric slide, and it gets everyone up, and it kind of gets the party started.
Oh,
and then even R. Kelly hit the nail on the head when he came out with "Step in the Name of Love," because they added their own like electric slide to that.
Yeah, then you had the electric slide. Then you got to that country one that was out a couple of years ago. They play a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know those dances. I saw that when I was on the cruise before, and I was like, oh shit, what is this? They don't play this in New York.
You know, so it's I'm not really a big fan of those kind of dances, man, because I always got a dance partner, and I've never been shy. I have never been shy when it comes to dancing, even when I was a little kid. See, I grew up in a fucked up era, Annette. I'm a yellow boy with a big fucking afro. The Jackson 5s were real popular. I don't know how many times I was drugged into a room full of grown-ups. Dance! Do the Michael Jackson! How many fucking times as a little boy I was dragged out to do that? I mean, we had no choice. I seen him. He can do it. Do it. You got a room full of fucking drinking adults telling. Actually, it's abuse. I'm 6 years old, and I'm being fucking forced to dance like Michael Jackson because we both happen to have big afros and we're black.
Well, one was black.
Oh, yeah. Well, at that time, he was black. He was super black.
Yeah,
His fucking nose was from here to Washington.
He was basically black until after Thriller, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, see, nobody was getting me to fucking do no Michael Jackson after that. I'm talking ABC Michael Jackson. Little kid. I don't know how many. I mean, it was like, you know, when you got fucking 12 aunts and uncles, man, and they don't give a fuck about giving you a sucker punch, man, you start doing shit that you just don't want to do all the time.
As long as you ain't walking into dynamite.
Oh, man, no. You know, no, it was no dynamite, but come on, do the Michael Jackson. I don't want to do it. I mean, I think one time motherfuckers woke me up out of bed. Get that boy up and get him out here. He can do it good. I was like, oh, man, look at this bullshit I got to go through. This is real bullshit. Now, talking about kids, this is just interesting to me. How long do you I don't even know the concept, but how long were you, or how old were you before, like, Santa, the Tooth Fairy, and everything was out of your life?
Well, I think the Tooth Fairy stopped when I lost my last tooth, because most kids lose all their teeth between 1st and 3rd grade. Santa, I'm not going to even lie, my mother played the shit out of Santa until, I want to say, maybe 6th grade, maybe.
How old is that?
11?
What? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody beat you up?
No, but I mean, it wasn't something in school where I was like, oh, Santa Claus is going to bring me such and such. Oh, that didn't happen, but my mom had this thing where there was no gifts. There wasn't shit. All we had was a tree. She wouldn't put nothing under the tree. She used to stay up till the wee hours of Christmas Eve till you pass out. Then when you woke up Christmas Day, you had hundreds of freaking gifts under the tree.
See, well, there's a difference now and then. I would agree.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
My generation didn't put shit under the tree either. That became more of this new generation because everybody wants to brag how many boxes under the tree. Yeah. But I knew about Santa by mistake real young. I don't know, 5, 6 years old. I looked in the closet and I seen toys.
Oh, see, my mom never kept anything in the apartment.
Oh yeah, well my parents did, and they told me, I was like, what's going on here? I was, and they just said, sit down, and we'll explain. And they explained to me, there's no Santa Claus, baby. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Now, so what about those fucking 5 programs you had me watch about this cocksucker earlier today? But they did because my birthday's the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
And I always wondered
did you get birthday gifts and Christmas gifts? No.
See, I was a spoiled child. I always got birthday gifts and I always got Christmas gifts. Oh, I wasn't one of those little Negroes that had to have everything combined. My parents had a couple of dollars. So and on top of it, we always did a special shopping on my birthday. I don't know about today. You might be able to enlighten me. But back in my day, you could go to Toys R Us and stuff like that, and they would have shit for like $3. If it was like people ran through the malls back then, and they have break shit, so everything would be on sale the day after Christmas.
Oh yeah, always, all the time. I tell people, you'll save money if you can shop the day after Christmas.
My mother always. My father didn't get involved with that bullshit. She would drag me and my little brother and take us shopping my birthday every single year. Oh, and cool. I would come home with like gobs, but we lived in a different world. This is a video game. I actually had board games.
Oh yeah. I had board games too.
I had shit like Monopoly and Life.
Yeah, same thing here. I try to tell people, I was like, when I stopped believing in Santa Claus, I might be lying about 6th grade, maybe 5th grade or something, but I know when I stopped believing in Santa Claus, Christmas kind of got boring to me. Even though it's still my favorite holiday of the year, but I felt like I knew what I was getting. It was a different surprise factor when I believed in Santa Claus. Now it's like, oh, tell me what you want, and I would tell my mother what I wanted, and it would just be there Christmas morning.
Yeah, well, that's the game that me and my wife play. I don't like to be surprised. I hate fucking surprises. Don't surprise me with anything, man. I just don't like it. And I remember, she's gonna be mad at me, but I got to be honest. We first started dating, so I think it might have been our first Christmas. So she decides to buy me all these fucking pants. Not like I didn't have clothes, but she buys me a pair of burgundy pants. Now, I don't do burgundy pants with my skin tone. I look like shit. I'm too yellow. You don't put, like, yellow next to burgundy, right? Just a bad combination. And I knew it broke her heart. So ever since then, and we're talking 23 years ago, you tell me what you want, I will get that. I'll tell you what you want, and you don't get me what you want me to get, and I won't get you what I want to get you. And we've never had problems.
Because I feel like throughout the year, I'm dropping hints. So you should know what the hell I'm into, what I like. Like, I remember one year, I don't care, she got me a suit. And I'm like, I wear a suit, what, twice a year? Matter of fact, that was maybe like 6 Christmases ago. That suit's still in my closet. It didn't even get hemmed yet.
Oh, wow.
It probably don't even fit. And I'm like, why would you go out and buy me a suit? It's not like I wear suits every single day.
Well, she felt that you needed to have at least a couple of suits in the closet.
I have a couple in the closet, but I wear them to the holiday party, her holiday party, maybe weddings. And every time there's an event, I'll just go out and buy a new one. But I'm like, and the suit was brown. Brown is not I'm not like a chocolate brown type of suit guy.
Yeah, I burgundy fucking pants, man. I was like, what the fuck, man? I might look Hispanic, but I'm not fucking Hispanic. What the fuck am I gonna do with burgundy pants?
You could be tapping into your Brooklyn roots.
Oh man.
You see a lot of people in Brooklyn wear colors that's they'll have on like mint green pants and
man, I ain't that
brown
dude.
shirt.
Now
and pink sneakers.
Now trust me, I will wear a burgundy jacket, maroon shirt, but not pants. First of all, I was like, oh man, what the fuck am I gonna wear this with? And it was. I guess I looked so disappointed that she actually took these shits back.
Oh, you couldn't even fake
no,
happy?
I couldn't. See, that's the one thing about me. I can't fake happiness. I don't have that in me. See, my parents. This is what I'm gonna tell you now. If you're a parent and you're listening to me, if you don't want a certain type of child, you have a responsibility to do certain things or not do certain things. If you give us too much of a voice, we are never going to lose that voice our entire life. My parents let me debate with them. You get it? As a child, I was allowed, like if I was in a court of law, to always state my case. They were always right in the end, but I was allowed to at least, I never was told, shut up and sit down. My parents did not come from me. I don't know what was, they were real liberal. They did not ever say, no, they would always tell me, your voice is important. Be heard. Speak. That's why they didn't allow crying. Because crying is not a language. Talking is a language. Express yourself. Learn to take losses. When I put this loss on your ass, accept it. Move on, and we can enjoy ourselves. Because they also didn't spank. Now, they believed in punishment. I was locked in that fucking room for months at a time, man. Oh, man, I got some devastating punishments. Oh, you won't be going out for the next 60 days. What the fuck is that? Home and school. Home, school. You got football practice. We know what time that ends. You should be home a half an hour after that, and that's it. And I was like, damn. But, you know,
I do tell people, your kid has to have some form of punishment, because these kids that don't have punishment are fucking crazy. I call them killers. They're going to either be killers or jailbirds. Yeah.
Well, that was my punishment. I mean, but, you know, my buddies used to go like this, man. Shit. You got it easy. I was like, I got it easy. I can't even come out. I didn't, you know, after about 2 weeks, I started begging for the stoop. Can I get the stoop? Okay, you can get the stoop, but until the street light comes on, then you got to be back in. And my buddies were getting shit like this done out of the bathtub into the electric cord. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, my mom.
I might have taken some whoopings, just not for some, in order not to be punished. Because the whooping ain't gonna last that long.
Listen, nobody getting me to get no fucking tub so I can be like a wet pig.
No, I get in the tub.
Beat me with an extension cord? I don't even have the mind for that. Okay, Ned, I'm at an advanced age, not like I'm some old man, senior citizen, but I don't have a whelp or a scar basically on my body that didn't come from like football.
Right.
I don't have busted knees or elbows, and I don't have torn up. I've seen some of my friends, man. They got legs like slaves. And the person that's supposed to love them called their mother put them shits on there. Can't wear shorts because you got that many spankings.
Damn, would they beat them with a tree branch?
Them fucking electric, them fucking, what do you call extension cords.
Oh, my God.
That shit was big in the 70s. I'm going to whip your ass. It's a whip, really. It's a whip.
Yeah, I know my brothers and sisters got beat with the extension cord, but by the time it got to me, it was just a string. I think my sister took the most whoopings with that.
So it was one extension cord that made it through?
It was one extension cord that went, and mind you, it's a 17-year age gap between me and my oldest brother. So by the time it got to me, it was just basically a string.
Ah, damn. Did your mother have a box that she kept it in?
Under the mattress. I remember when I was little, I threw all my mother's shoes out the window, and I also threw the belt out the window. So you know I knew I was going to get in trouble. And she had that freaking extension cord under the mattress. But, like, it was just a string. It was no more cord around it. Whatever's on the inside, and Jesus, I think I got punished more than I got whipped.
I mean, I'm a big fan of there has to be checks and balances. But I'm not going to sit here and lie. I would say, and I'm not patting myself on my own back, I was a really good kid. I understood, yes, sir, no, ma'am. That's how I spoke to every adult, every single adult. I was very quiet.
I don't know why I was a good kid, but when they came to, like, all my cousins were called, well, aunts, uncles, auntie such and such, uncle such and such. I called everybody by their first name.
No, I didn't.
And it's only me. No one else does this, but I call everyone by their first name.
I was very respectful. I was a very quiet kid. I didn't speak much. If anything, you had to always ask me, was I all right? Because I just could not be bothered. I didn't have my first friend till I was 13 years old. 13 years old.
So what you did in elementary school, there was no, like,
by myself.
You had, like, the go-to group of buddies or something?
No. I didn't have anybody.
Oh, wow.
I played football with guys, and then I would go about my business. Just go about. I wanted my own world, and I didn't want them in it.
Oh.
First of all, I was a kid who had money. Kids who have money are always targeted by other kids, disliked by other kids. When I was, let me see, when I was 7 or 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, I had a $50 a week allowance.
Oh, damn, yeah.
I always had money. I mean, I had money to buy whatever I wanted all the time. Shit, I could go out every week and buy a brand new pair of fucking sneakers. Back then, you can get a pair of Puma Clyde for $31. And that was my mother's responsibility to buy my clothes, my mother and father. So out of that money, I would buy junk. I had the greatest wrestling magazine collection known to mankind. I had my own movie theater in my room. I had a projector,
wow.
And I used to buy those fucking big reels, and I would play movies in my room for my. I had enough cousins, you know,
yeah.
And I just didn't. I never went outside. I never played. I never played with the other kids. They didn't know who the hell I was on my block. I was just some strange kid who came in and went out, came in and went out. And besides, I would fight too fast.
I had a guy I met at third grade that we went from school to school up until high school, all the way through high school together. So I always had at least that one buddy.
Yeah, I was.
And then I'm the type that if I don't deal with you, I don't deal. If we was friends today, and then I moved to a different neighborhood, 9 out of 10, I never saw you again.
Yeah, we was my first friend. I met him on my block in the 7th grade. 7th grade. Matter of fact, his brother is a very famous preacher. This fucking bishop. What the fuck? Bernard E. Jordan. One of those BET huckster pastors.
Yeah.
Is my best friend's older brother.
Okay.
You know, his brother drives around in a fucking a Phantom Rolls Royce and lives in some $3 million fucking house in Jersey. So he's done very well shystering people out of money his whole life. Matter of fact, the first place I ever ate pork in my entire life was at my friend John's house. I grew up in a whole non-pork eating household. I don't think I tried pork till I was like 14 years old.
Oh, wow. Well, did you like it when you tried it?
Yes, I did. I was like, this pork chop is pretty fucking tasty. Where you been my whole life?
Oh. And then you tried pigeon.
Oh, no, that was years later, and that wasn't bad. But see, now my parents wasn't happy. Now, my brother is still a non-pork eater.
Oh,
it's
wow.
the way he was raised.
You never tried it?
No, it's just not for him. It's he's a Muslim now, so
okay.
It kind of fits him. He's a non-pork eater. Me, I tasted it, I liked it, and said, fuck that, man. I'm a meat eater. I'm not, beef bacon is bullshit. I'm going to tell you that now.
So is turkey bacon. I told me turkey bacon is chewy.
Beef bacon is, I'm going to say it straight, it's just
total
bullshit.
I've never had beef bacon before. I have to try that.
Hey, let me ask you a question, man. Are you playing video games right now?
I should be. I have 4 brand new video games that I have not